Max! Max. What are you doing? Come here, Max.